It's just gone 10 AM on Monday, the 11th of September, and my first official Indigo Blue design team project has gone live. So that's now on the Indigo Blue YouTube channel, my YouTube channel, my Facebook, their Facebook, my blog, their blog, all over, in fact. And Miss Poppy is flying off. I'm going through my website orders and I'm just packing up some of the stencils, my new design stencils, which have just arrived in, so they're being put into their inserts and then bagged. That's the cobweb, all nicely arrived, and I'm just about to seal up some of the batty ones too. So that's been my job for this morning. Once all these are done, I can then sort out all the website orders and get them all in the post. So it's a trip to the post office in the wind and the rain, but not as bad as some people are experiencing. It's Tuesday, just before lunch. Now, last night I bumped into one of our next door neighbours, Dr. Billy, and he asked me to create some cards for some of the ladies that work in the doctor's surgery where he works. Now, he didn't want anything that was too girly, too pink and too florally, because he just wanted them very hard-working ladies. So he wanted something that kind of reflected that, rather than, you know, something a bit twee and florally, if you know what I mean. So the perfect thing, I have a set of Dina Wakley stamps. So this one, the gal quotes, which I thought would be perfect. I hadn't used them before, so I thought I would create those cards using those. So that's exactly what I've done. So I've created him a set of 4 using just the stamp. There were also the stamps that came with the stencil, free with that, so it was like an accompanying piece. So I've used the stencil, I've used the stamp sets, and I've also used Dina's scribble sticks to create the backgrounds. So kind of minimalistic, but I think still kind of effective, and particularly when I've chosen words like spirited, bold, fierce and strong. So, and I'm going to team those up with some craft envelopes to give to him as a whole. So that's what I've been doing today. So what time is it? Eh? What time is it? Oh, I see. Is it that time? It's just gone 3:30 on Wednesday day, the 13th of September. And I'm on my way to see Mum and Dad, but as I'm driving down the motorway, I've just left Leeds. I've just passed a small police van, and on the side it said "Crime Scene Investigation, Yorkshire and Humber." Doesn't really have the same ring to it, does it, as CSI Miami or CSI Las Vegas? CSI Bradford. Hey, there's been dastardly goings on in Ekman Dwike. Morning. It's 7:30 on Thursday, the 14th of September. So I'm on my way back from Mum and Dad's. So took Mum shopping last night, and then on the way back we stopped off. Now there is one particular spot in the area where Mum and Dad live that I think gives a great vantage point to do a 360-degree view of the surrounding countryside, and I've always wanted to go up there and take some pictures. So last night I did exactly that on the way back from doing the shopping. I captured Mother. So she wasn't allowed to go home first, so we did it together. And I'll show you that footage now. So as you can see, the sun was just starting to go down last night, or just getting ready to go down last night, and some lovely cloud formations, a little bit of nice shadow on the landscape, that kind of stuff. So that literally is within walking distance from where Mum and Dad live. It's beautiful, isn't it? So it's now about 10:30. Got back just before 9 AM this morning. So since I got back, Ian was already out with Mr. Bentley, taking him for a walk. So I unpacked all the shopping that I did with Mum last night, and then when Ian came back, we all had breakfast, and I've sorted out the website orders. So that means I've got to go to the post office. I've also got to go to the supermarket again because I forgot to get something last night, i.e. chicken breasts, fresh chicken breasts, and then we're going to strip the bed in the spare bedroom because we have a guest coming over this evening for the night. So our friend Jane is coming to stay for the evening. She's got a workshop at Art from the Heart today, and then tomorrow she's driving across to Lancashire for a weekend retreat. So she's having a right old time of it. So she's staying at ours tonight. So she should be here around about 4 o'clock. So need to change the beddings. You know those times when that one item on your shopping list turns into a dozen?
I will have bruises.
Not in a good way.
Not in a good way, no.
Aww.
So this is just to prove then when you go home with bruises on your thigh that it hasn't been anything untoward.
Yeah.
Yo. Big soft nana. It's about 11:15 and our guest for the evening, Jane, has set off on her journey over to Lancashire to her retreat. Ian's taken Mr. Bentley out on an errand, so he's taken him in the car. And I'm sat here, I was just about to start downloading the video and stuff for the vlog. And I'm a bit miffed with myself, really. Angry with myself because yesterday afternoon I actually baked. Yes, me. I baked. All unsupervised and everything. I baked an apple and raspberry pie, and I also baked some raspberry tarts. And I thought that I'd actually recorded something, or actually recorded, or at least taken some photographs. I remember taking photographs, and because I was quite pleased with the result. You know, for me, it was absolutely wonderful, and the pie was delicious. And I took the photographs to show you guys that, you know, I can bake as well. So, but they're not there. They're not there on my phone. I went to download all the video from, you know, last night, and gone, just nothing there. So I must have not pressed the button properly. So I'm really, really, really peed off with myself now. I'm going to go in the kitchen and flagellate myself.
Drive 3.8 miles, then keep right.
It's Saturday the 16th, and I went upstairs earlier to, well, we went out this morning, first thing, to buy or to order a brand new carpet for what is going to be the bedroom. So not our bedroom, but the spare bedroom. My current art and craft room, which I'm moving out of, needs a new carpet because the carpet that's in there now has paint all over it. Don't know how that got there. And places where I've knocked over pots of paint water and stuff like that. So not really suitable. So we're clearing that room out. We're going to redecorate it, and that's going to become the new guest bedroom. So I'm moving into a much larger room, one of the other spare bedrooms, which is probably about twice the size. So I get a lot more space to play around in. Anyway, I went up there after we came back from buying and ordering the new carpet for that room, which is a bit convoluted, but that's basically the gist of it, to start tidying up. 5 minutes later, I'm sat in front of my desk with a load of Dina Wakley paint and my journal, and I ended up creating this when I should have been packing and tidying. Whoops. So this is going to go live tonight, seeing as I did flick on the camera just because I do. Even if I'm creating something and not actually doing anything in particular, I still film it, just in case anything comes out of it that's worth sticking up and interesting on YouTube. So that's what happened for that one. So I've just finished editing. I'm just rendering it now into the single file, ready to upload to YouTube in readiness for 6 o'clock tonight. So Ian's just gone out with Mr. Bentley on an epic walk, as he just called it. So they're probably going to be gone for a good hour and a half, which means that I'm probably going to go and stick the TV on now and start watching some episodes of Lucifer, my new guilty pleasure. It's just gone 11:30 on Sunday the 17th of September. Now, I've just gone onto YouTube and gone through all of the comments that people have left on last week's vlog. Now, if you remember, I asked the question about whether you guys who watch the videos on my YouTube channel, whether you prefer the real-time videos with me working and talking as I'm doing it, or whether you preferred the sped-up versions, which are the fast forward with me narrating after the fact and explaining what I'm doing in the video, or whether I should just shut up altogether and just do videos which are sped up with music. So that was the option, and I said leave some comments in the video, in the description area, in the comment section below the video is what I'm trying to say. Now, I've gone back through and I've gone through and I've tallied up basically who has said what. Now, there are 132 comments left that were specifically about the type of videos that you guys like to watch. So out of the 132, only 7 people specifically said they prefer the sped up with the narration kind of videos. 83 of the 132 said that they preferred the real-time videos, the longer real-time videos where I'm working and talking as I'm doing it, with just the boring drying, cutting and the repetitive stuff cut out. And 42 out of the 132 of you said you couldn't give a monkey's what I did as long as I keep on talking. So basically 42 of you have said you don't mind either way, as long as there is some narration. So the videos where I just do sped up and not talk, gone history. So because the majority, almost double of the people who commented, liked the real-time videos, and they're easier for me to create too, which is a huge bonus for me. So if those are the type of videos that the majority of you like to see, and the other majority aren't really bothered, when you combine, there was 125 out of the 132 preferred the real time or weren't bothered anyway, and it was only 7 out of the 132 that specifically said that they preferred the sped up, then my videos in future then will be done mostly real time, with maybe some little bits sped up in the middle, but definitely with narration and maybe a little bit of music thrown in as well, just for good measure. So that's probably going to be the way that I create my videos going forward. So mostly in real time, all the boring bits cut out, and maybe just a little bit of sped up if there is something that I think you need to see or would be helpful to see, and not have to cut that bit out. So I'll just speed that up and drop in some nice music for you to watch. So that was the general consensus from you guys who left comments, and thank you to everybody who did leave comments. I did read every single one, and thank you so much for all those very, very kind and lovely comments that you have left as well. So I do appreciate all of the feedback that you give me. So thank you very, very much for that. So that's Sunday. I'm not going to film any more today because all I'm going to be doing later on is emptying the spare room again. So I've still got more of that to do. Almost there. There's pretty much just my desk left in there now. So, but I need to get up there and start tidying and start cleaning, start washing the skirting boards, the baseboards, and all that kind of stuff that were behind bookcases and all that kind of thing. So all that's going to be cleaned before we can start painting. So that's what I'm going to be doing for the rest of the day. So that is going to be it for this week. I will see you very, very soon.